Imagine a single mind so powerful it shaped the very language we use to describe reality. A man who wrote more about mathematics than any other person in history, whose work is the bedrock of modern physics, engineering, and even finance. This is the story of Leonhard Euler, the visionary of numbers. Born in Basel, Switzerland, in 1707, young Leonhard seemed destined for a life far from the world of equations. His father, a pastor, envisioned his son following in his footsteps, preaching from the pulpit. And so, Euler enrolled at the University of Basel to study theology. But fate, and a legendary mathematician, had other plans. At the university, Euler's path crossed with Johann Bernoulli, one of the giants of mathematics. Bernoulli immediately saw a spark in the young theology student, a rare and extraordinary gift for numbers. He began mentoring Euler in secret, nurturing his incredible talent. Imagine the conversations, the clandestine lessons where complex problems unfolded like beautiful puzzles. Eventually, Bernoulli approached Euler's father. He made a compelling case. Leonhard's true calling wasn't in interpreting scripture, but in deciphering the universal language of mathematics. It was a pivotal moment. The reluctant pastor conceded, freeing his son to pursue a destiny that would not just change his life, but redefine the boundaries of human knowledge. This decision set Euler on a course filled with breathtaking opportunities, but also shadowed by immense personal hardship. The journey was just beginning. Euler's career truly ignited when he accepted an invitation to the newly established Imperial Academy of Sciences in St. Petersburg, Russia. It was a frontier of intellectual thought, and Euler was its most ambitious pioneer. He didn't just join the academy. He quickly became its driving force, immersing himself in every known branch of mathematics and physics. But Euler wasn't just solving problems. He was creating the language itself. Think about the symbols you learned in math class. The symbol for pi, that magical ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. That was popularized by Euler. The letter E, the base of the natural logarithm that appears everywhere in growth and decay. Euler gave it its name. The I for the imaginary unit, the foundation of complex numbers. Euler, the simple elegant notation, fx, to describe a function. That's Euler too. He was standardizing the language of mathematics, making it more accessible and powerful for everyone who followed. His output was nothing short of superhuman. During his most productive years, he averaged nearly 800 pages of original, groundbreaking research annually. That's like writing a dense, revolutionary textbook every single year. His work wasn't just prolific, it was beautiful. He possessed an unmatched ability to find clarity and elegance in the most complex of subjects, demonstrating that mathematics wasn't just a tool for calculation, but the most profound and functional language for describing the universe. He was building the scaffolding upon which modern science would be constructed, one elegant equation at a time. But just as Euler's intellectual light shone its brightest, a physical darkness began to descend. His relentless work ethic and a fascination with astronomy took a terrible toll. After intensely observing the sun to gather data, combined with a severe fever, he tragically lost the sight in his right eye. For many, this would have been a devastating setback. For Euler, it was merely an inconvenience. He famously remarked that it would lead to fewer distractions. Decades later, a cataract claimed the vision in his remaining left eye, plunging the world's most prolific mathematician into a world of complete and total darkness. Any ordinary person would have been forced to stop. But Leonhard Euler was anything but ordinary. His mind had become his laboratory, his memory a vast library of formulas and figures. Incredibly, his productivity didn't just continue. It increased. Freed from the physical act of writing, his mind soared. He would compose complex proofs and entire papers in his head, dictating them to his assistants and sons. It was in this period of profound darkness that his inner light burned most intensely. He dictated revolutionary work on lunar motion, mechanics, and number theory. And it was during this time that he gave the world what is often called the most beautiful equation in all of mathematics, Euler's identity. E to the power of I pi plus 1 equals 0. This breathtakingly simple formula elegantly connects 5 of the most fundamental constants in mathematics, E, I, pi, 1, and 0. It is a testament to a mind that could see the hidden connections of the universe, even without sight. It was a symphony composed in the dark. Even in his final years, blind and facing personal tragedies, Euler's intellectual fire never dimmed. He continued his astonishing output right up until the day he died in 1783. As the story goes, he was playing with his grandson and discussing the orbit of the newly discovered planet Uranus when he suffered a brain hemorrhage, uttering "I die," before losing consciousness. He left behind a mountain of unpublished work, so vast and so well organized that the St. Petersburg Academy continued to publish it for nearly half a century after his death. Today, Euler's legacy is woven into the fabric of our world. His work on graph theory, which solved the famous 7 bridges of Königsberg problem, is the foundation for network science and logistics. His formulas are essential for engineers building bridges and skyscrapers, for physicists understanding waves and vibrations, and for computer scientists creating 3D graphics. He was the ultimate visionary, a man who proved that even when the physical light goes out, the light of human reason can continue to illuminate the deepest mysteries of reality. So, which of Euler's contributions do you think has had the bigger impact on the world? His standardization of essential mathematical symbols like pi and e, or his discovery of the stunningly beautiful Euler's identity? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you were captivated by this story of unstoppable genius, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the people who mapped our universe. Thanks for watching.